Hello and welcome to Trails to Azure part 43. Today is finishing up talking to all the people in Crossbell. And then as part of that, locating Randolph. After which it might last until the end of the chapter. I'm not sure. But I'll see how it goes as I go. Grace told me that she and Rhines were reprimanded by the CGF for getting too close to the combat zone last night. I know she's only trying to do her job, but I wish she'd be more mindful about her safety. The CGF's been having a rough go of things up the road. Makes you wonder if the Imperial Army is going to intervene at this rate. Man, Crossbell's neck deep in it now. Hey, it's a special sports section. You guys look like you've been going through a lot in the last 24 hours. Wait, isn't Randy? No, where is he? Don't tell me he... Well, sorry Grace, we'll fill you in on the details some other time. Let's go everyone. Hey, wait, Lloyd. Listen, I'm not looking to pry into things here, but how about I give you a few words of advice? Excuse me? What do you mean by that? Well, let me start by admitting that I know a thing or two about Randy's background. Not to insult the guy, but I can't deny I was a little suspicious of him before. But after everything I've seen him do as part of the SSS, you can be sure I've got my trust in him. Grace, based on your reactions, I can piece together what happened. He's on his way to mines alone, isn't he? He's trying to fix this whole mess by himself. You can tell. She isn't a reporter of the Crossbell Times for nothing. Damn, Skippy. I nailed it, didn't I? I don't get Skippy, but... And that means the rest of you are on your way to drag him back. Maybe this is a dumb question. You guys are dead set on this, huh? Nothing's gonna talk you out of it? Of course not. Randy's our friend. That's right. We won't abandon him. I hear you. In that case, you don't really need my advice. So, that leaves only one thing left for me to say. Go kick some butt out there, SSS. And when you get back here with Randy, let me get an interview so I can write all about it. We will. Thanks, Grace. Special dangerous. There's gonna be nothing meaningful here. Nothing there. I'll talk to the folks in the Harbor District before going to the IBC. I heard about the troubles plaguing mines. Those damned Jaegers. I'd drown them in boiling hot noodle broth if I could. That would be pretty horrific. I wonder if, like if it's a spicy broth, I wonder if it would hurt more. But I don't know if capsaicin would trigger in the same way in like burn wounds. Grandpa shouldn't be shouldn't get so worked up. It's bad for his health. This is just pitiful. What do those brutes hope to accomplish by tormenting the good people of mines? At least he wasn't saying, what did they do to deserve it? A sign hung on the locked door. Please knock. I mean, he's not going to have anything meaningful to say. Traitor. It sounds as though Mines is in a terrible predicament right now. It's only a matter of time before this starts to impact market prices. I'm going to go upstairs first. Oh, wait, no, wrong place. I already checked upstairs at the other oh, did I check upstairs? Yes, I did. There's now 2 elevators, but I checked upstairs at Orcus Tower already. That armed group occupying mines hasn't made any concrete demands yet, from what I've heard. There's been a lot of speculation within the security department about what they want. It's only natural that we'd be on edge too. They say a dangerous group has attacked Mine's mining village. I'm not sure if even our security department could handle them. Excuse me. Could you imagine the IBC's security department being, like, stronger than the CGF? That would say a lot about the CGF limits. They say customer service begins with a smile, but it's hard to keep one up under these circumstances. I feel just terrible for all the civilians in mines who are struggling through this crisis. Some are concerned about how the IBC will be affected, but stock prices should be the least of our worries right now. My prayers are with the people of the mining village, first and foremost. Hey, she's more respectable than this guy. That's nice. Admittedly, it's still, like, just words, but it's better than words that are just, who cares about that? Just stock prices, stock prices, stock prices. Sad kid. Next to you, I get to go to Sunday school. That's why, even if I miss Roy, I'm going to get used to being on my own and chill with him on. People are saying some armed group has taken Mines hostage. Imagine how terrifying it must be to have those guys show up right where you live. I sure hope the CGF kick them out on their asses, and quick. Word around town is that Mines have been taken over. A lot of the materials I get from my handicrafts come from there. I'm really worried about those guys. He never has anything useful, right? Yeah, colorful pinwheel for 5% evasion. I'm probably gonna have to buy the odd cushion eventually. I might as well buy it now. I might have already bought it. But it's only 100. This year has been one scary incident after another. I think I'm going to finish up my shopping and head home early. Poor Mines. What's happening there right now is terrifying. I hope the CGF can settle the issue. Those villagers don't deserve this. They don't deserve this. Like, obviously they don't. Though again, I actually think it'd be pretty cool if somehow they did deserve it. I don't know how they would do that, but it would be interesting. Like if they were secretly, knowingly spreading asbestos type stuff, like that type of thing. That could be almost interesting. It's probably better that it doesn't go that way, but everyone's heard about the mines crisis. What I'm surprised we haven't heard about is some kind of ransom or something. Just what are those armed invaders after if it's not about Mira? Mom finally started doing chores again. Not that we're going to make her do them on her own. We plan on splitting the work, obviously. We're a big family, so taking turns shouldn't be too hard. How could something like this happen? I'm so anxious I can hardly stand it. The old couple. All I can do now, for now, is pray to Eidos. Please, Goddess, let this crisis pass, without any more senseless bloodshed. This incident couldn't have come at a worse time, with the referendum just around the corner. If we aren't careful, Erebonia and Calvard could easily use this as even more reason to scrutinize us. I only pray this catastrophe is addressed before they get a chance to. Okay, I wonder if she's gonna say anything. So basically personal vendetta is all that is. Goddess above, a bewilderious armed group is anything but beautificient. Why would I ever talk to Lake Lord? He's obnoxious. Hey, it's them. I think I actually do need to talk to them about something. Something really bad must have happened up from the way Serena's acting. I wish Ozzy would come home. Word about the occupation is getting around. It's horrifying to hear about. I'm scheduled to work today, but maybe I should take the day off, just to be safe. Reasonable. We've had a series of disasters ever since those terrorists attacked the conference. And now, Mines has been occupied. I know the CGF are doing everything they can to respond, but that hasn't done much to calm my nerves. Eidos forbid your work takes you near the area, but if it does, promise you'll be careful. I was kind of hoping she'd make a comment about how she's glad that Noelle is currently with the SSS instead of the CGF. Because that would be an interesting... Though she is like a higher ranking officer, so she wouldn't be on the front line. I was told to not wander too far from home today. So instead, I'm going to stay inside and play with Marie. Unyan. A village under siege within Crossbell's borders. It's unheard of in modern times. I can only pray to Eidos that all of this comes to a quick and peaceful resolution. I need to blow my nose. Okay. This armed conflict in the mountains is a serious issue. Just what could those marauders be after? The very thought of bloodshed is enough to make me feel faint. How I wish for this tragedy to be resolved without any more losses. So yeah, there's only that. Was there a comment about... I don't think that... Yeah, this one didn't have a comment. Oh, what? It's not important, but it said... It's like this was sent in as much as it can be sent. This was sent by Lloyd Bannings. Let's ignore them. They're on the phone. Scott is checking in with St. Ursula and Armorica to be safe. But from what we can tell, they aren't in any danger. Even still, driving the Jaegers out of the mountains will be easier said than done. They have the terrain advantage now. Who's to say what will happen to Mines' people if this continues? We're gonna have no choice but to intervene. So everything's alright in Armorica, then. That's great to hear. Of course, please tell the villagers to take shelter as a precaution. I mean, the shelter wouldn't help much against, you know, obvious explosives. Well, look who's here. Hey SSS, thanks for yesterday. Are you two already back to work? Yes, we are. Due in no small part to all of you, of course. I'll be sure to give you lots of pats on the head as a reward later, my dear Tio. I politely decline. If you have the energy to fawn over me, then you must be feeling better. Yeah, we can't push ourselves too hard yet. Huh. I just realized, where'd that redhead of yours go? This is his usual cue to chime in with a not-so-subtly hit on Aeolia. Looks like something happened between you guys. You want to talk about it? Actually, yeah. They explain the situation. Well, that's just dandy. I had a hunch something like this might happen after we found out the Red Constellation is the one behind the occupation of Mines. How does the Bracer Guild plan to proceed? The CGF is trying its best to push them back, but we'll wait and see. But if the situation drags out any longer, we'll have no choice but to intervene, right, Michelle? Right. We might even need to bring in some bracers A rank or higher from nearby countries to help. You'd go that far? I mean, their job is to protect civilians. Well, only in a worst case scenario. Arios is in the middle of discussing things with the mayor right now. If it looks like the CGF won't be able to hold out, then... Well, the guild's creed is to prioritize civilian safety, so of course you'll have to intervene. Right. But all that aside, I'm worried about that rowdy redhead of yours. Everything's up in the air from here on out. So you all better watch your keisters, you hear me? Yeah, we will. Ba-da-ba-ba. Let's just do a quick save. I need to save more regularly. Okay. So I'm gonna have to go to Ashley and Guillaume. Is that Guillaume? I don't remember what it's called. But those two places, the weapons salesman, or the black market girl, and the weapon upgrader. Rixie looked really sad this morning. Did something bad happen to her? Somebody just told me about the horrible crisis in mines right now. The CGF is still fighting, last I heard. Hopefully all of it comes to an end soon. Oh yeah. There's a arc about the two people trying to locate him. This is no joking matter. I've got to hurry up and hide. But where am I even supposed to go? He's running from his two kids who, I'll go here. His two kids who were in the admin district and trying to track him down, having learned that he's in the downtown now. Gable had a visitor yesterday evening. It was quite a rare occurrence. That said, the man's looked a little off kilter ever since. He even said that someone was coming to get him. It's hard not to worry after hearing that sort of thing. Yeah, like his son or daughter, I don't actually know which, and their husband / wife and child. Snore. Take me to where dreams are, nice and happy. Van, take me wish you. I really do want to see that drunk. I heard something terrible is happening over in mines. Just the thought of innocent people getting hurt breaks this old heart. The adults can't seem to shut up today. Same goes for my old man, but then again, he's like that every day. Heh. Some place called Mines is in a lot of trouble right now. Is it really that big of a deal, though? That's an understandable kid reaction. The cracks in the road are all caked in mud thanks to yesterday's rain. There's a lot of trash stuck in them too. But lucky for me, I've got just the thing for that. Power washer? Pressure washer? I don't think he has a pressure washer. Whoa. I'm fed up as hell. So what if there's an attack on mines? Who cares when we haven't seen Wald in days? We still can't find any trace of Wald. Yeah, and things are only getting worse in Crossbell. Man, I hope he's holding up okay. Man, all that yapping outside really starting to piss me off. Yeah, feels like the whole city's talking about that shit going down in mines. Yo, hold up, guys. Hold up. You guys don't think Wald got caught up in it, do you? That sounds like kind of a stretch. Whatever. Let's just get off our asses and scrounge up some more intel. Got it. Yeah, I don't like these people. Like, they've yet to do anything to redeem their character. These people have sort of redeemed their character because they're running a legitimate business. And, like, people actually visit and they don't, you know, kill them. The group that attacked mines is putting up one hell of a fight. Last we heard, the CGF is having a hard time dealing with them. I just wish all of this would end. Well, there's one way to make it all end quick. For you, at least. People are saying the situation in mines is actually a conspiracy hatched by Arabonia. It would give them a perfect excuse to station their troops in Crossfell. If that really is the case, there's no way we can just let them get away with it. Come on, they don't sell purple liquid or whatever it was called, or brown liquid? Ahabas. Welcome back, Wazi. It would appear things are taking a turn for the worse. Yeah, listen to this. Vess and I saw that red-haired guy from your team in the neighborhood this morning. So, he really did come downtown. I don't know how to describe the look on his face, but he seemed pretty torn up about something. We spotted him near the exchange shop, but he took off almost immediately. Is he alright? Did something happen? Yeah, it's a long story. You guys don't need to worry about it. This is our problem to deal with. Very well. However, know that we're only a call away should you require assistance. Yeah, thanks. Just you wait, Randy. You're not going to leave us behind that easily. By the way, Albus, have you gotten wind of any information about Wald? Unfortunately not. We have yet to come across any promising leads as to his whereabouts. He is likely making his moves in the shadows. Sightings of him have been few and far between. Uncovering how he managed to obtain that drug will be more difficult than we anticipated. I see. Nevertheless, we plan to continue our investigation for as long as is necessary. Keep your enigma at hand. Should we learn anything new, you will be the first to know. Got it. Thanks. The reason that they're so helpful is because Wazi is their leader, so that it makes sense that they're more helpful than the Saber Vipers, but the Saber Vipers are actively antagonistic, even before Wazi joined us, whereas Wazi was always kind of helpful. Let's talk to her. Ugh, damn, I'm beat. We had a rush order come in last night, so I had to stay up and help Mama rummage through the storeroom. There's nothing new around here, though. Mama gets those kinds of orders all the time. Wonder if it was someone she's close with or something. Rush order. I'm gonna assume the rush order isn't from the red constellation. That wouldn't make sense, would it? There you are. I had a feeling you kids would be showing up soon. Is it because Randy was here earlier? Yeah, he called me last night. I guess it's his rush order, maybe? Stopped by to pick up his goods this morning. He told me to play innocent if you came around, but I don't take orders from rugrats like him. Haha, lucky us. In that case, what did Randy order? Was it an orbital rifle, by chance? No, nothing on that side of the law. More like explosives, grenades, armor-piercing rounds, and some old-fashioned gunpowder ammo. As opposed to, like, orbital ammo? He cleaned me out, believe it or not. Oh, and he also snatched up an unregistered Enigma 2 that I sourced from the black market. Interesting. That's not good. He's armed to the teeth now. Well, if he's armed to the teeth and he works with us, that would be useful. Yes, and with an unregistered Enigma, we have no way of tracking him down. It's interesting that there's already, like, unregistered Enigmas, despite the fact that the Enigma 2 has only been out for a few months in this world. And, like, it has a very limited source. Wait, they're saying he bought all of that ammunition, but nothing to shoot it with? Come on, he obviously has his own gun. Believe me, I tried. I suggested a few of my best rifles, both orbital and gunpowder. Suppose they just weren't up to spec for the next leader of the Red Constellation. Ashley? So you knew? Don't be surprised. Huh, of course I do. Information is my livelihood. And look at his hair color. Like, if you met him and his uncle and his cousin, you would know that he would be related in some way to them. It's a unique-ish hair color. Don't get me wrong, though. He's out to give them hell, not join them. That said, the Scarlet Ogre and Bloody Shirley are monsters in every sense of the word. Keep that in mind, if you know what's good for you. That playboy can barely even call himself a Jaeger. Kid's a dead man walking. Not if we can help it. That's why we're here, to stop him. I'd give it up if I were you. They've been like this all day. Nothing's gonna scare them off at this point. Yeah, I can see that now. It's not my fault if that idiot gets himself killed out there. But I'd rather not lose a loyal customer. Drag his ass back here for me, will ya? Of course. Thank you for the information, Ashley. I wonder if it should be pronounced Ashley instead of Ashley. I'm still gonna pronounce it Ashley because Ashley would be weird, but look at these batteries and hammers and gears. Oh, it's you kids. You got any clue what's going on with Randy? I can tell he's up to no good. You should have seen what he brought in for maintenance. It was a real humdinger. I had a feeling. Was that just this morning? Yeah, around 5 AM I think. Hell of a time to barge in. I was already pulling an all-nighter, so I figure, hey, what's one more job? If I may ask, what is this humdinger you speak of? Please be a gun halberd. Did he have some sort of heavy weapon with him, maybe? Well, a bunch of parts for one anyway. They were pretty shot, let me tell you. None of it had been used for a while, so I gave him some tuning and repairs, even cleaned out the exhaust unit. Put it all together, and you'd have a real monster of a firearm on your hands. If I had to guess, it's likely a custom rifle Randy used in the Corps. I wouldn't doubt it. Thank you for the information, Mr. Guillaume. Hey, sure, no sweat. Not sure what's going on with him, but I could tell he had something heavy on the brain. But hey, that's what he's got friends like you for. Promise me you'll look out for the guy, alright? Of course. Roger that. And it's gonna trigger a cutscene. I think we have a good handle on Randy's actions between last night and this morning now. Right. Let's try piecing it all together. He went to the casino. Then Nine Valley, then Guillaume, probably. Oh, then it's Guillaume, then Nine Valley. I mean, I don't think there's anything that meaningfully separates them, because he didn't have a gun with him when he went to Nine Valley. Though I guess people saw him go to Nine Valley and they wouldn't have been awake at 5 AM is the logic. This is the most likely order. Randy began by visiting Mr. Drake to pick up the trunk he left with him. As for what was inside, it was the weapon Randy used while he was still a Jaeger. Most likely a high-powered orbital rifle. Bear in mind that orbital rifles are typically disassembled when transported or stored away. After 2 years of non-use, Randy would have had to take it to the repair shop to be serviced. That was my line of thought, too. Having a well-maintained weapon is a matter of life and death. No, you think? There's no... Okay, I think it's just a waste of time. And finally, he stopped by Nine Valley to stock up on supplies. He bought gunpowder ammo too, apparently. Clearly, that's no ordinary rifle he's sporting. I've heard the Reinford Company does make models that can change between orbital power and gunpowder ammunition. But whatever its origins, I think it's safe to say that it's a specially modified weapon. That wouldn't surprise me. The Red Constellation uses rifles the likes and sizes of which I've never seen before. Anyway, I think that sums up what Randy's been up to the last several hours. His most recent confirmed location is the exchange shop, which he left sometime after 6 AM. Since it's around 10 AM now. Wow, they really had a late start to the day, huh? Since it is around 10 AM now, that places us 4 hours behind him. Which only makes it that much harder for us to pick up on his tracks, let alone catch him. Not necessarily. Randy's tough, but even he has his limits. If he's really going into battle with the Red Constellation, he'll make sure to be well rested beforehand. That, and we can count on him trying to use the train to his advantage. He knows he'll only have one shot. Assuming it's not a suicide mission, of course. Regardless, we don't have much time. Right. We've got no choice but to book it to mines on the double. It couldn't be. You have no reason to assume anything. Is it Randy? Special Sports section, Lloyd Banning speaking. Cow. It's not pronounced cow, but hello, Mr. Bannings. Haha, were you perhaps expecting someone else? Why would you expect Randy? Like, Lloyd, you're insane if you thought it was Randy. I know that voice. How do you have this number? Please, haven't I told you what a big fan of the SSS I am? Times department store. I ask that you make the time to meet me there on the roof. Lloyd, that call just now. Who is it from? Yeah, Thao. But I'm gonna keep going Cow. Cow from Heiyue. He said he's waiting for us on the roof of the department store in Central Square. What? At a time like this, what is he planning? I'm not sure. All I do know is that he's the last person who'd reach out to us without reason. I say we stop by and hear him out before heading to the mountain path. Understood. We should hurry. I should just do this. Let's actually check this. I think I've already used all my... Yeah, I spent it all. I have a ton of those quartz. Seppa. I should see if there's anything I can make with them. I think I already have mine 2s. I don't have EP cuts, but it's not as good when it's only 15% instead of 50. Cast 2s might be worth picking up. Action 2s, maybe. He doesn't have any, but he's just a frontline evasion guy. Though I really should give him a better set of wind quartz if I'm going to have him with wind quartz. Petrify's pretty bad, it's only 2. I could definitely, like, this is still like a basic tier. I should probably swap both of those. Mine 2, I could give her an evade 2, I think. Blind. Cast. She's still using like super basic quartz. Still only a cast 1. Everything else is fine, although I'd rather have her have the mind too. Which I could swap hers from a mind 2 for something else. If I'm using her as a healer, this might be useful. Because she has breath. I don't think it will increase the AoE, but it will make it so I can cast heal. Wait, no, it would have to affect the AoE, right? Art's effect range has to be the AoE, right? Because arts have infinite range. So it has to be the AoE, so having a bigger breath would be useful. I just remembered I didn't go to Long Lao. I completely forgot I wanted to talk to all the people in here as well. But now the music is messed up. It's too hyped. Up until now, I've been literally cutting corners while cleaning this hallway to save myself some effort. But it turns out it's faster if I just start from one end and work my way to the other. A lot more thought goes into this than I realized. Yeah, going from one end to the other is a lot easier. What? This has been one incredibly dangerous year for Crossbell. Worse yet, it feels like all I can really do is watch it all happen. Is something troubling you? You have the eyes of a man at his wit's end. I know what you need. Sit down and order some food. You cannot fight on an empty stomach. That goes for all of us. I saw Rixia going to Arc-en-Ciel early this morning. I tried saying hi to her, but she seemed really bummed about something. It's best that we keep quiet about this. I'm tired of living with Grandma and Grandpa. I want to see Daddy already. So yeah, they're still fighting. I got into a fight with my husband, so I took my son and ran away from home. Not until yesterday did he finally give me a tearful apology. I feel a little guilty pushing him that far, to be honest. Not who I'm trying to talk to. Mine's occupied. I don't know who these guys are, or what they came from, or where they came from, but they've made one hell of a mess of things. Still, the Jeff can handle this, right? I mean, they're elite guardsmen. Elite. Heh. Let's see, 100, 200, 300 Mira. Nice, I'm getting better at working the register. What register? I guess practice really does make perfect. There is no register. Anyway. Time to go up to the roof. I wonder if he has anything to say. Nope. I don't think I have shoes to upgrade, right? I do, but... I mean, I probably should, because they're actually pretty cheap. It would be an upgrade for everyone but Ellie. I mean, I'm probably going to replace them almost instantly with random chest rewards, but... yeah, that's pretty good. Haha, I'm glad to see you didn't delay. Kao, no security detail this time around? That's right. It's rare we see you without that bodyguard of yours. Lao, was it? I have him running an errand for me. We of Heiyue have been a tad busier than usual, you see. Besides, those blood-drunk fiends aren't in the city at the moment. That means I can walk underneath the blue sky's splendor without a care in the world. You were as dubious as... What was dubious about that? You were as dubious as ever. When I think of Heiyue's youngest and sharpest manager, I don't think sunshine and rainbows, that's for sure. Haha, as well you shouldn't. Neither of us has time to spare, so allow me to cut straight to the chase. The truth of the matter is, I received a message from Master Yin last night. One stating that our long-term contract was being terminated. Oh. Well. Oh my. If you could have only seen the incredulous look on my face. I tried my hardest to have Master Yin reconsider, but alas, no such luck. How troubling. Very troubling indeed. Oh yeah. And how does any of this pertain to us? What exactly happened at the southern shore of Lake Elm yesterday? Why do you ask? You caught wind that we went there, which means you know that we ran into Yin. Indeed. I am also aware that members of Ouroboros and the Bracer Guild were present too. Do tell me, what happened to Master Yin? We're under no obligation to tell you anything. Should I take that to mean something befell her after all? Don't let his mind games get to you, Ellie. One slip of the tongue and... wait. Well, aren't you a sly dog? Interesting. It's as I suspected. Perhaps I should be calling her Mistress Yin instead. That doesn't actually track. We're under no obligation. Oh, something befell her after all? I should call her Mistress Yin instead. May I presume that she utilized the art of Neigong to alter her ki, or chi, and physique? Given her extreme physical prowess, her success on the stage comes as no surprise. Damn it. I did have an inkling. I researched the schedules of Arc-en-Ciel and its associates. Whenever Master Yin would refuse a request, it happened to coincide with the troupe's performance dates. But dear oh dear, at last my hunch has been verified. Thanks to all of you, of course. What do you plan to do with her? For the time being? Absolutely nothing. As I'm the only one within Heiyue who's currently aware of this, I thought perhaps I could blackmail her. Alas, with the Bracer Guild in the know as well, silencing the lot of you, here and now, wouldn't be of much use. Even tasteless jokes have a time and place, you know? If that's all you had to say, you'll have to excuse us. We are busy. Oh, you don't have to be like that. I'll offer you some good news as a reward for the valuable information you've given. You're looking for Mr. Orlando, yes? I believe he was sighted along the main Mines Mountain path 3 hours ago. Really? We have specialized units for the purpose of monitoring the Red Constellation. I received the intel from them. How convenient. Could we ask you to be more specific about his location? He was supposed to be to the south of the waterfall where the CGF has its defense posted. From there, he used a rope to scale down the side of a raised cliff nearby. After that, my men suspended surveillance out of fear of being noticed. Lloyd, I'll hand it to you. That's exactly the kind of info we needed. Thank you, Cow. You have our gratitude. Now, no need for that. Your success only benefits us in the end. See to it that you don't fall in battle alongside Mr. Orlando. The strength of your adversaries is, shall we say, immeasurable. We'll keep that in mind. Alright, let's get a hold of the Chief's Enigma. After that, we head for the Mines Mountain Path. Which will probably not be today, but... Okay. Roger. There's still time. We have to catch up to him. And then we're gonna pan back over to Cow. I must say, I do enjoy watching such naive, yet passionate exploits. Now then, our dire straits soon approach us. Why is a band approaching us? We've no recourse but to use every tool at our disposal if we're to survive. So now, supposedly, I was looking at other stuff, but supposedly, oh, if you go here now, and you go to room 202, Kia's here for some reason. Kia, so this is where you've been. Oh, yeah. I was trying to figure out how Randy was feeling when he wrote that letter. Does he never want to see any of us again? Kia, the opponents Randy plans to do battle with are as strong as they get. I'm not too surprised he mustered up the will to cast everything aside. His home, his friends, his entire life. There's no way I'm going to let him abandon the SSS just for his own self-satisfaction. Ellie, Tio, Randy, blah 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 names. We're not the special support section unless each and every one of us is together. I mean, I think technically we're still the special support section without Wazzy or Noel, but you're exactly right, Lloyd. Randy's out there risking his life without any regard for that, as if he's forgotten entirely. Indeed, severe punishment will be necessary. Meh. It's okay, Kia. You don't need to worry. We're going to bring Randy back for sure. Heh. We finally got a solid lead, too. Well, okay. Good luck, guys. I'll be waiting for you here. Yeah. We'll make sure Randy comes home. Just you wait. It's kind of weird again that we don't have Zeit doing anything for us. Wait. Do they want us to manually talk to the guy? No. Though maybe if he's over here we're supposed to talk to him. Well, he wouldn't be here. This is his sleeping room. Okay, finally I didn't read it because I didn't think it mattered. Yes, I'm gonna go to the path, but I'm not gonna go along the story because it will take too long for sure. I might actually just run. I need to rest though. Beep 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 wah. I think since I'm gonna be ending soon, I'm gonna run just in case there's anything we might miss. A raised cliff south of the waterfall. It must be the one across the suspension bridge. Correct. Our target location should be around that area. The CGF is stationed nearby. We'll have to slip past them. Agreed. We don't have time to explain our situation right now. I suppose you're right. Let's keep moving, everyone. Off to that suspension bridge. Excuse me. Anywho. Oh, it's just a rabbit. Water Seppa. That was weird. I hit him from the front and it still staggered him, and then I hit him again and he died, but like... Maybe he spun fast enough. Yeah, no, direct frontal attack still triggered the thing. It could just be the animation of before they die, though. I just feel like beating these guys up, so I'm kind of focused on that. I don't know why I'm focused on beating them up. I just feel like beating them all up. This is where I can get one of the legendary fish, but I'm leaving that for next time, as in next chapter. When I can get the other ones as well. Well, the remaining two, which I'm gonna have to get one more. Well, I'm gonna have to catch all three of them before I can face the last, what's it called? Before I can face the last of the Elite Four, I'm gonna need to, I'm gonna have to catch all three legendary fish first before I can face the final one of the Elite Four. So I might as well do it now, but I feel like leaving it all to be done at once is better. Hey, that's actually a lot of Seppa. I'm just focused on beating these guys up because I'm kind of low on Seppa. I need to build up a lot of the 4 base types. There's that raised cliff, right before the waterfall. Just as Kao's intel described. Let's move! Oh, I'm not in speed mode. Oh, I have to walk up. Ooh. can't let us walk slightly off the path. No, no, no. Okay, I'm gonna go down on the assumption that there might be a cutscene, but there's not gonna be too much. He must have used this rope to rappel off the edge. There's no telling what could be down that way, though. You're right. It looks like it leads straight into the middle of a gorge. I know. This is the only way we're going to catch up to him. Climb down the rope. Alright, is everyone ready? Preparations complete. All set. Ditto. Let's get moving. We can't afford to let Randy get away. Right. Everyone, watch your footing as you climb down. Where are we? It would seem this shaft we came down. This shaft we came down through leads to an old tunnel network. This may be connected to the mine we were sealed in a while back. Yeah, I think that lines up, geographically speaking. If this path leads to the mine outside of mines, that could give Jaeger a means of emerging behind the Jaeger's defense line. That would make this the ideal path for him if he was looking to take them by surprise. Scanning. I sense that Randy has already passed through here. Huh. Suddenly she can sense people having passed places before, yet she's never used this power before. Luckily, the tunnel network ahead is not too complex. We should be able to proceed without losing our bearings. Good to know. Alright, team. Let's catch up to Randy. Yes. Roger. Allons-y. Oh. The Japanese accent on French words. But anyway, this is where I'm stopping for today. Because it feels better to do this section in one go. And I'm assuming that at the end of this, it will chain into like a half-hour long cutscene, because it's going to be the end of the chapter. So there's a lot of stuff going on that's going to need to wrap up and set up for the next chapter. So it's going to take significantly longer than I can do today. So I'm going to leave that for tomorrow. And with that, have a good day. Bye-bye.